G'day folks, Connor here from CW's Tech Reviews, back with another video, and today we're doing my review of the Reolink Lumus smart camera. Love this camera, and today we're going to find out why. Don't forget, giveaways, Mint smartphones, links down below to these Mint smartphone reviews, and in those videos it will tell you how you can enter. But if you just want to keep watching this, if you follow me on Instagram, leave your Instagram handle in the comment down below and subscribe to the channel, then you're in a chance to win one of these 3 Mint smartphones. Now, if you do want to know like a full video on how to set this up, let me know in the comments down below. This is definitely the review video of it. The Reolink Lumus is called the Lumus because it has a light attached to it, so no secrets there. It's definitely the feature of this smart camera. Definitely like the size of it. I like the form factor. It's nice and neat, and just can tuck it away somewhere on your wall or on your awning. It's really easy to just put somewhere nice. It's a good option for just tucking away somewhere. Now this is the wired version, and in the box, so you get your camera, the cable is about 3 meters long. You also get some screws to mount it into the wall, some cable clips to keep it nice and tidy and flush against the wall, that cable. You also get those nice Reolink stickers that you can stick on your window just to let those shifty little thieves know that there is security cameras around your property, which I think is not a bad thing to do, and I definitely think it's nice to have that option to do that. So good work, Reolink. Now, as usual, setting up a Reolink camera is very easy. If it's the first time you've done it, you do have to create a Reolink account, download the Reolink app and sync it up through your Wi-Fi. But once you download the app, the application and the camera actually speak to you and tell you what to do at each step of the installation and setup process. So it's really handy. Like, it'll say connect your Wi-Fi now, then it'll say like do this step now, and so it's really easy to follow the steps with this, and I think it's almost foolproof. Now, the light on the Reolink Lumus comes in at about 6,500 kelvins and puts out about 180 lumens. So look, it's bright enough to light up a dull lit area, a small area, maybe your porch or your front patio or a section of your house, but it's not a floodlight for your whole garden, but it's bright enough to light up the area that it's going to be picking up the image from. Now, that image is recorded from a 1/2/8 inch size sensor, so it's about a 1 centimeter size sensor, about the size of a smartphone sensor, maybe a little bit smaller. Records at 1080p 15 frames per second, and as you can see from these images, I think the footage is quite clear, and you can also zoom in on it with your fingers to get a closer look at your subject, but you know, I think you get a better image if you don't zoom in, but the option is there. And you know what's funny is a lot of people say to me, why is security footage always crap? And you can get the security footage and you can barely make out what it is. And that's because most people choose the footage and the quality of the footage. It's not just always bad. The cameras actually have the ability to record quite high quality, but it takes up a lot of storage. And this is where the SD card comes in handy on the Reolink Lumus, so you can put in an SD card slot and choose to record in a loop format. So once your memory card gets full, it just starts recording back over the top of itself, which I think is the better option. I have a 16 gigabyte memory card in mine, and it records little clips at a time. It doesn't just constantly record. And you can choose the area that is triggered by someone walking in that area. Now, it will also be triggered by movement, not just by people walking in there. So if you've got something that always triggers the camera, you might want to choose to highlight a different section of your image that gets triggered by movement. So I have a curtain on my back patio that always gets blown in the wind and triggers the camera. So I just chose a different area for my notification, so I don't get notified every time the wind blows the curtain. Now, the Reolink Lumus has a 100-degree field of view this way and a 54-degree field of view this way. So that's a horizontal and vertical. 100 horizontal, 54-degree vertical, and it is a fixed camera, so you can't actually pan and tilt with it. And probably one of its competitors would be the KC200 from TP-Link. So fixed camera, security camera, blah blah blah. That field of view from the camera is enough to pick up, like I said earlier, your whole patio, front or back, the side of your house, that sort of thing. So it's definitely got some good usage here in real world situations. and it is an f2 aperture, so it lets in a lot of light into that sensor because it is a small sensor, so you need as much light as you can get on these sensors. Now it also has night vision, built-in speaker and microphone, and is IP65 water resistant, which is definitely what you need, especially in a country like Australia where you get some pretty full-on rainstorms, so you definitely need that extra sort of weather sealing. So that's good to see from Reolink. Now I have it set up so that it doesn't get triggered all the time, but just at night time, say between 11 PM and 5 AM, then if something goes in the motion area zone of the camera, the light will come on, and I can also have it to trigger an alarm as well. So if I was out on holiday, I might set the alarm to go off, but if it's just me at home, I might set the light to come on, and maybe the alarm as well, but the option's there for you to have it either way. Now, like I said, it does have a two-way speaker system, so you can speak to someone if they're doing a delivery. You might just say, hey mate, just drop it at the door, I'll be out in a second. Or you can speak to a criminal who's maybe intruding in your yard, say, mate, get out of here, I've already called the cops, they know what's going on, they get out of there. That's going to keep you safe, and it also has 4 seconds of pre-recording. So by the time it starts recording, because it's been triggered, it's actually recorded 4 seconds earlier. So you think, oh, is it going to trigger something and I'm going to miss it? Well, no, you're not, because it does pick up that extra 4 seconds. So it seems like Reolink have thought of a lot of those little extras to make an all-round security camera worthwhile, and the Reolink Lumus is definitely in that category. Now, I should probably also mention that it is 2.4 gigahertz. So if you set up on your 5 gigahertz system, then you're going to want to reconsider this and maybe look at something else, because for now, it's only 2.4 gigahertz. And it also has built-in custom alarm. So I can actually record my voice as an alarm instead of just a built-in sort of chirp chirp sort of alarm. More of a, hey, get out of here, I've called the police. Get out of here, I've called the police. That could be the alarm I'm using. Now, one of the things I really do like about Reolink is that they give you the option to check your security cameras from anywhere in the world as long as you have internet. Now, I'm out here in the sticks, beautiful spot, but I actually don't have much internet. I'm only on it's almost the equivalent of like 3G, and it gives me the option to load the stream over cellular data. I'll click yes, and I can see the stream live in my home of what's going on there. So I can get a notification that there's something going on at home. I can check to see what's going on. Most of the time, one of the kids just got home and they're trying to fumble their way into the house. Then I'll go in, turn notifications off because I know they're home. You can see the sun's going down, so I'll be able to turn that light on from here as well and see what's happening at home in the dark, as long as I've got that internet connection. Happy days. Now let's do some photography. Look at that sunset. Starting to glow. I love my Canon 90D. The sun, bit of an ND filter, beautiful spot. No one else around, just some birds, bit of a light breeze. Fly the drone, do some photography. You can also choose to have a timestamp and the watermark on your screen as well, which I think is a great option, so you can see when you've recorded later the date and time of it. So remember to go and set that in your settings, and then it will just be there automatically, but you can turn it off as well, but that's a feature you really want on. Now, as you can see, if I look through the application here, there is a lot of options, so many different options. It would take me half an hour to go through everything that this camera can actually do and all the settings you can change. But everything you're looking for is in there, and that's in terms of the quality of the image, when you get your notifications, what the alarm looks like and sounds like, whether you're in night vision or color night vision mode or auto. You've got so many different options. For me, Reolink are one of the options you should consider for all your smart camera or security camera options, because they just have so many and they're really quite well priced compared to some of the other ones from like brands like Google. And if you just look, as I'm scrolling through these settings, I think you can see that there's a lot there, a lot of options. And the more cameras you have within the Reolink app, the more functions you get. And there is also a desktop mode for those of you that do like to use it. Again, comment down below if you do want to see a video on the Windows desktop, because it is quite in-depth and I think it deserves its own video, but I'm not going to do it if no one's going to watch it, because the world is mobile. Now, hit me up in the comments down below if you have any other questions. I, for one, think this is an amazing security camera for your home. One of many options from Reolink. Links down below if you do want to pick one up. And remember, if you use my link, I get a little bit of a kickback, and that is really appreciated in this day and age. So please consider that. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Check ya!